What's up and welcome back. I'm Steph SABRAW, joined by Andrew Flash Gordon.
What's up?
And good news for us Star Wars nerds out there. Jedi Survivor, the official story trailer just dropped, so we're excited to watch it with y'all. Before we get into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up if you're a real Jedi or a Sith. We take either here.
We don't judge.
Yeah, or if you're just like villainous scum, that's cool too. Okay, let's watch this thing.
Whoa.
The graphics look sick.
It's been a long 5 years.
It's like me every day.
Love that hyper. That looks like Earth.
You've tried to resist.
Oh my god, the graphics.
Fear and mistrust.
No, don't you dare. I felt so connected to that frog character.
Cal, look into the fire. It will warm you, keep you company. But left unchecked, it will consume everything until there is
Felt like Prince of Persia.
How could you let the galaxy fall to this unworthy machine of an empire?
Hope may feel beyond her grasp. And I think we finally found somewhere the empire.
Oh, that's cool.
Imagine. No more looking over your shoulder.
Wow.
A place that's worth fighting for. No matter the cost.
Oh, yes.
April 28th.
See, I thought they were going to release it on May 4th,
Damn, yeah, that's cool too.
but we'll take April
Yeah.
20th. I'm not going to complain about getting a couple days earlier. Already pre-ordered it. Full disclosure, I have actually not played the original, but obviously now that I've pre-ordered it and this trailer and the other trailers have convinced me I must play that first one before I get this. So I will be doing that. This trailer was awesome. First of all, the graphics. I mean, I don't think I can say anything enough. The graphics are amazing. I really love Cameron Monaghan, just from Shameless to Gotham to many of his other things that he's done as an actor. He just brings this gravitas and this power to him just as an actor, and I love what I've seen so far in this trailer. Again, granted, I haven't played the original game, so I'm not as connected with the character of Cal, but I just love what he's doing in the trailer. I can feel like, a sense of pain and just what he's going through and just like the power that he has as a Jedi and all that. And I'm already kind of, just from trailer wise, I'm already really connected with him, and I can't wait to control and play with him and then watch as the story progresses. But also I really want to play that first game so I can get even more of a connection before I even start this, obviously. But I love this trailer. It was action packed, it was story driven, it looked like it was so much fun. It looked like everything I want as a Star Wars fan.
Definitely. And full disclosure, I just got a PC, so I am dipping my toes into the gaming world, in which I got Jedi Fallen Order. I started playing it. A while ago on a friend's computer. It was really confusing then, but I really respected the story and like what it had to offer. It was too big of a bite for me to chew in the first time I was gaming, but now I'm actually trying it and I'm loving it. I also downloaded Knights of the Old Republic, which as a Star Wars fan, you can't be a Star Wars fan and not hear about Knights of the Old Republic, and I feel like I have to play that game. And I'm curious if y'all want us to react to some of the storyline from Knights of the Old Republic. I've only heard the best things about it ever. I heard it's the craziest. I know a little of it from just word of mouth.
I have played so many Star Wars video games and loved many of them, from Star Wars Rogue Squadron on N64 to some of my favorite ones are the ones on Super Nintendo as well, the ones, the Super Star Wars, the original trilogy.
I have
Empire
to play
Strikes
those ones.
So freaking good. And also The Force Unleashed with Sam Witwer. I'm ashamed as a Star Wars fan to say, unfortunately, I've never played Knights of the Old Republic, which I've gotten so scorned for, and rightfully so. I don't know why I never came around to that. I've only heard the best things ever about that.
Best things.
So, I mean, I'm down to react to clips, although I do want to play it at some point. I got to figure out which system, although I'm sure you'll tell me in the comment section or right after the camera's off. I'm sure I'll look it up. I definitely want to play that game one day because I've only heard not good things. I've only heard phenomenal things. And I've also heard so many people say, I want to see that adapted into a TV show or a movie.
That's the conversation I hear the most, especially after coming off the heels of The Last of Us, when we've seen a game adaptation done right.
Yeah.
It seems like Knights of the Old Republic is in the zeitgeist of conversation of people like being like, hey, Kathleen, like, let's go. It's right here.
It works,
but
Last of Us.
Jedi Fallen Order, I've played probably 45 minutes of the game right now in my speed, which is slow because I'm getting used to the controls and everything that I've never really used before. The graphics on that game are crazy cool, and it is like what you're saying, you're excited about Jedi Survivor, like playing from Cal Kestis' perspective. It is, as a Star Wars fan, so cool to be able to use the Force and what you can do with the lightsaber and where you can like jump. It's an awesome experience, so I can only imagine that it's leveling up even more, because there's things in this one, new characters, that I'm genuinely excited to learn more about that I saw in this that I don't think are in the first one.
Yeah, I mean, just from how you're describing the 45 minutes you played, it sounds very immersive, and
yes.
like you actually feel like a Jedi, and like, I mean, that's what it's like you mentioned off camera, it's escapism. Like, that's why we play these games. We want to escape and we want to be these characters. When you play Batman Arkham Knight or whatever, any of the Arkham, you want to be Batman, you want to be a Jedi. So first and foremost, obviously we want deep layered characters, we want a good storyline, obviously first and foremost, but you know, when playing a video game too, you want that thrill level of really feeling like the characters, like Jedi, or like you know, whether you're controlling spaceships or whatnot, you want to feel like, you know, immersed in the actual progression of how you're playing the game. So I feel like from what I've seen on the trailers and from what you've described, like at the minimum they get that done right. Like I said, I already pre-ordered this. I'm looking forward to it. I gotta play the first one though, just so I have an idea story-wise of what the heck's going on. This looks like a lot of fun, and again, I'm really liking the look too for Cameron Monaghan. His voice, his tone, just really get that sense of like a grizzled old type of Jedi, and I'm really like, again, I don't fully know his character, but I'm already from the trailers, I'm really connected.
Me too. And so I'm reading this is 5 years after the events of Jedi Fallen Order. So now this is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, which is a cool place to be in and to play in, which I'm loving that that's kind of in the vein of what we're seeing in some of the live action.
Yeah.
We're in that era.
So this is about 10 years or so before A New Hope, so right around that range, because I believe A New Hope was around that 20-year range after Revenge of the Sith, like the midway point between Revenge and A New Hope. So yeah, that's interesting timeline to be in. I like that.
Me too. Let us know if you guys are going to pre-order Jedi Survivor. You already have.
I have.
But you're going to play Fallen Order before
definitely. Yeah. I don't want to get into the storyline and be like, what's going on? What? I don't want to be able, to miss things. That's like, hey, go play Last of Us 2, but don't play the first. I want to play the first one. And again, when I pre-ordered it originally, I'd only seen the trailer. I didn't realize it was the first game to something. And then when I had found out that it was the sequel to a first, I'm like, I got to play the first one now. So.
Correct me if I'm wrong too, y'all. From my short time with Jedi Fallen Order, I don't think Cal Kestis had a beard. So it feels like this is a new character change, which I'm loving look-wise, because that's what happens. Like, you get rugged when you're fighting the Empire for now 10 years, or he's been fighting probably like 10 years, because if he's been training after the Revenge of the Sith era, then yeah, a long time. If you're fighting the Sith, then you're in all the sisters, which I love that in this story you get into the sisters more, which we saw that in Obi-Wan a little bit.
Yes.
You have, with the Inquisitors, you get introduced to the third sister, I believe, but she said like one line maybe in the show. And if you watch Rebels, you really know how badass the Inquisitors are and how much you can explore with them and how skilled they are. The game actually really showed, like, what they do, the sisters, I think it's the ninth sister in the beginning of the game, she's crazy. She's literally crazy, like jumping on ships. Like, she will get you.
You're getting me even more amped and excited to play that game now.
Yeah. So let us know if you're excited about this game. What are your thoughts about Jedi Fallen Order and us watching Knights of the Old Republic? And let Andrew know where he should get these games and how he should play it.
Knights of the Old Republic. I mean, obviously, I know to get them on Amazon, but I just want to know like which system is Knights of the Old Republic. But I'm sure I can. I'll be able to figure out. But I'll still love to hear your guys' comments either way.
We want your opinion. Thank you for watching. Before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up. I'm STEPH SABRAW. This is
Andrew Flash Gordon.
Much love.